Hello, VC. How's everybody doing? Hope you all had a nice, relaxing Easter weekend. I had a day off, had a long weekend. Back to work tonight. I'm actually on my lunch break, but made a little stop at the local record shop here, and then one of the thrift stores on my way home today. And you know, I should have known not to go in that place because I get suckered in to get something every time. And I spent a little more than I had planned on, but I actually got a pretty good little stack of records here. I'm just going to show them real quick. So I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Hopefully it won't get flagged. But right now we got Andy DeFranco, little plastic remix, 12-inch remix. It's a good record. Love that. That's probably one of my favorite albums by her. So let's go ahead and let's go through these. Let's go through some of the thrift store ones, the cheap ones. This is a really cool record. Tommy James and the Shondells, Cellophane Symphony. This is some trippy music. There's a tiny little scuff on one of the songs. I listened to the whole thing and it's all pretty good, but one of the songs has a scuff on it. I don't know if you probably can't see. My light's terrible here tonight, but anyway, it's on the track 1. It plays, but there's a little tick when it hits it, so it's not terrible, but it's enough that I'm definitely gonna need another copy. Now that I've listened to it, this is definitely worth finding. Cellophane Symphony, Tommy James and the Shondells. That is some like space rock, trippy music. Pretty cool. I like it. Let's see. Then just some more normal stuff. I've been trying to ramp up my YouTube collection of the better ones. So the Joshua Tree. Perfect. I mean, there's not a mark on there. This is really excellent. Nice gatefold. Just YouTube. Add it to my collection. I need to get all those. I want to get the Rattlin' Hum live one if I can. All the earlier ones. I don't really care for any of the new stuff. I was glad to find this at a decent price too. This was like $7. This was in the record store, so I picked this up right away. And this is pretty good because I like this group. The 3 O'Clock, Paisley Underground. These guys are, if you like that kind of music, it's really good. I mean, this is one of the earlier ones. This is 80, well, I guess technically they started 83. This is like the 85, so I think that's like the 3rd album. Another good one that was fairly cheap. Picked up Peter Gabriel. That's one of my favorite album covers. It's pretty cool. See these guys lurking around in there. See everything right there. Creepy. That's a good album. I got that at a decent price too. Yeah, I can't go without looking at the jazz stack, and I found some decent ones. So. One I found in a thrift store for $1.48, and the other one not so much. It's a little bit more, but still. Got some Thad Jones, Mel Lewis, A Suite for Pops. This is like tribute to Louis Armstrong. Great record. I just listened to it. I listened to just a couple songs real quick. Just to see how the record sounded. It sounds awesome, so I can't wait to listen to the whole thing. It's on Horizon. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I'm really glad to have picked this up. This was $1.48, $1.49. You just cannot beat that. It's got one of these annoying. I hate these gatefolds that are on the inside. Just drive me nuts. They do that specifically to annoy people, I think. Thad Jones, Mel Lewis, Sweet for Pops. Great, great, great stuff. From what I've listened to it so far, it's pretty darn good. Now this one, the other one I picked up after I got that. I got a hankering for some Thad Jones. So when I stopped in the records, oh man, this is another one of these stupid gatefolds. I got Thad Jones, Mel Lewis, live in Munich. This one, how much did I pay for this one? $5. I'm okay with $5. I haven't looked at this one yet. Let's see. Let's take a look. It's got another one of these gatefolds. That's also on Horizon. Wow, this is like flexi flyer here. Looks perfect. Not even a mark on it anywhere. Horizon. Thad Jones, Mel Lewis, live in Munich. Mach 2. Oh, it's got another one of these inside gatefolds or envelope pockets or whatever you want to call them. They're so annoying. Thad Jones. Sorry my light is dark here tonight. It's late. It's like 10 after 10. But, you know, I got to work till 3 a.m. tonight. And I'm just on my lunch break. So I thought I'd make a quick just show of my records. I also picked this up. This is probably a little bit more than I would normally pay, but it's okay with me because what it is. I paid $15 for this, but it's the Beatles 62 through 66. They had some of the blue ones there too. But I have a copy that's kind of rough, but I didn't have this one at all. And this one's in a really nice shape, so I mean, it's got a really nice gatefold. It's in like VG plus. You know, it's a capital label, you know, so. But it looks really good. There's no marks on it. Let's check the other one out. I don't have too many Beatles, so I'm like way behind. I mean, I have all the CDs and stuff, but you know, I've never really had much of a desire to, you know, I don't necessarily have to have, I'm not a big Beatles collector. But you know, there's a couple, I'm gonna get like the red one, the blue one, and you know, a couple other various ones if I find them for a decent price. But I'm happy with that, $15, so I'll add it to the list. Now this one's kind of interesting. I found this in the thrift store too. This is kind of what, just like the Thad Jones and the Beatles, this got me on looking at, oh, that's probably why I ended up with that. But I found this, I'm assuming is, after a little bit of checking onto it, this is like Mega Beatles bootleg. But I think it's, from what I gather, it was, I mean, like totally rip off of the Beatles, where they sold these sets. They sold them on TV and magazines, but it's the Beatles Volume 2 stereo, and it's a box set. But you can tell just by looking at that, these are like bootlegs. And I mean, the songs are like all over the place. Let's see, how many records? 1, 2, 3. There's 4 records in here, and they were in some really crappy paper. I just stuck them in these sleeves for right now. I just dropped a needle on. I just picked a couple of these, and they sound all right. I mean, they don't sound anything like the real Beatles songs, but this, I gather, it's like, I mean, just flat out flagrant bootleg copyright stealing, where they were selling them all over the place on TV. They had ads on TV from the little research I did, and magazines you could buy them in. But this was $1.99, so for $1.99, I'm keeping it. Doesn't really sound great compared to the other albums, but it's kind of unique. The box is in pretty decent shape. There's the back of it. Here, I'll give you a list of, here's all the songs that are on it, if you can read it. You can freeze it and look at it if you want. Beatles Volume 2. Let's see. Real quickly, what else do we have that we can just show? I just was going to show something real quick because I hadn't had anything on, and I just grabbed these all within the last day or so. And I just wanted to say hi, just to show what I got. I got another record. I kind of listened to this. I'm not really sure what it is. I haven't checked into it. I almost gather it's like some kind of protest record. It just sounds like that. Just from the little bit I listened to. But I mean, I can't tell by looking at the jacket. But it's like a Genuine Imitation Life Gazette, American Crucifixion and Resurrection. But like the whole thing is like a newspaper. I just haven't had a chance to read like the whole thing yet. So I don't really know what it's about, but just I gather listening to the few little needle drops on songs I did just to see how it sounded, that it appears to be like a protest type record. But anyway, check it out. It was like a same thing. These were, or where this one was, it was like 69 cents. So. But anyway, that's what I have. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Back to grind, back to the work. I had a day off. I took Sunday off. Normally work Sunday night, but I took Sunday for Easter off just because I had a bunch of stuff going on. I was going to be too tired to make it till 3. So I just wanted to show the few finds that I did get. And where's that one? This record, out of all of my listen to, this thing is pretty awesome. I'll go on this side of the light. It's blocking. This is super space trippy music, which is I've never heard of them before. Some of the research I did just in a few minutes I was looking said that this is probably their one album that actually sounds like this, and the rest of them are quite a bit different. So I don't know. I'm not familiar with Tommy James and Sean Dill's Cellophane Symphony. But this, to me, it sounds like something right up there with like Pink Floyd. A lot of space rock type music. Pretty good stuff. It's got that one little tick, and now I'm going to be on the search for a better copy of that, but that's pretty cool. So anyway, just a quick nonsense filled terrible lighting show of my recent record. So have a good night. Goodbye. We'll see you all later.